In this video, we're going to be going over the big old question of, should we be playing recreational pickleball at all? Or should we just drill and take those drills directly to tournaments? Okay, so should we be playing recreational pickleball at all? Some of our favorite top pros said that they drill and they drill some more, and then they take those drills to their top tournaments. But what about for the rest of us? Should we be playing pickleball at all, or should we just be drilling in the same way that they do? Well, there's a couple different ways to look at this. Very first one is, are you trying to get good at drills? Is the whole point of watching videos like this, following our pickleball fitness program, and you're doing strength, mobility, and flexibility training, are you doing all of these things to get really good at drills? Probably not. We're doing all of these things that we can be better pickleball players as a whole. Drills absolutely have a crucial role in that, but they're not the end-all be-all. They're not what we're trying to achieve. So we're going to utilize the drills, get the same shot over and over and over again in a controlled environment to make sure that we really iron out the details in our technique. Incredibly important, because we need to make sure that we can use these skills in real play. So I want to stop for a second and say also, I don't want to call it recreational anymore. Why does there have to only be professional and recreational? We are not just trying to do this for drills, and we don't play something 6 or 7 days a week, think about it all day, spend good money for all of these things to just be called recreational. That kind of sounds like we're beginners. We're not recreational, but we're something. There's not a word for it yet. What do we call it? Help me in the comments below. Let's decide what we want to call this. Right now, there's only recreational and professional. There should be something in the middle, something that describes us, who try really hard to make sure that we're learning as fast as possible and we're always getting better, but also making sure that we have fun, and we're doing so by playing with family, friends, and those around our level, or even higher and lower, because it's all good fun and it's all good as long as we're taking a couple things into account every time we go play. So when we play recreational, if we think about it like a drill, but just instead of with the ball machine or our favorite drilling partner, we're playing with these nice folks across the net from us, right? So if we can take a couple different tips, 2 tips, for example, less is more. So be as quiet as possible on the court, not volume wise, but with your body movements. Meaning if you're taking big old cuts at the ball, in order to be able to produce a spin to get the ball to go there, you're taking a lot of risk because you have so many moving parts. It's a lot to make sure that we do right every single time. So if less is more, same thing, focus on hitting the center of the sweet spot and placing that ball into an uncomfortable position for your opponent. That will be how we can hit that same good shot that you're thinking of when we're talking about this, but 20, 30, and 40 times in a row. So next time you go play, treat it like a drill, meaning I'm trying to be as calm as possible, achieving the same results, if not better, but being very, very consistent with it so that it's a repeatable process. Same thing about keeping our paddle out in front. If we focus on one whole match to keep our paddle out in front as much as we can, the reason being is we have faster hands as a result. With our paddle out in front, if someone rips it at us, we just have to lay it open or lay it open. We're pretty much already there. So no wonder we have faster hands and better reaction speed. It would be like if we could shorten our commute for work. Would we get there faster? Yeah, absolutely, because we're closer. Speaking of work, I did want to remind you that I am a full-time financial advisor with Edward Jones. I'd be happy to give you a free second opinion in your investments after I understand what's most important to you. There's absolutely no reason to be going through this market volatility without having someone you know and trust who cares about you to be able to give a call or receive a call to check in and see how you're doing. So give my office a call. We'd be happy to take care of you as well. And it's how I found pickleball. Clients of mine across the desk from me said, hey, if you love tennis, you're going to love this sport called pickleball. I said, pickle what? Obviously have not turned back since. I play constantly and I'm trying to play even more. If we can shorten our commute to work by being early, we'll have better reactions, better speed, we'll get to the ball quicker. So absolutely can practice these in rec, and I would encourage you to do so because we need this live ball play, not rec play, not recreational play, this very serious, just not for a gold medal play. And we can take into account a couple different techniques to make sure we're not using too much mental process up here to get bogged down by certain little details, but keep the paddle out in front. Less is more. Focus on calmly placing the ball where you want to go, and you'll see a lot of other things fall into place. And the fact that you're playing live ball will be really helpful because we get the yips sometimes, we get nervous, and so we can get really good at drills. I always have that shot when I'm drilling, right? But then when we go play on the courts, all of a sudden we can forget. we start to get nervous, we think about our opponents, we're watching where they're moving, things are different. So we need to be able to take what we learn in drills into live ball play, or whatever we together in the comments below think about, whatever we come up with word-wise of whatever this play is between recreational and professional that we love to play every single time. So thanks again for tuning in to Roo Sports and hopping on in with us. We really appreciate you being here. Thank you. If you enjoyed any of the paddles that you saw in this video, please go to roosports.com and consider purchasing when you find something that you like. These are made with a carbon fiber face for control, texture, and spin. They're made to be a little bit more thin for some more power and control, as well as the mobility and the maneuverability of having a 1-inch longer handle as well too. So thanks again for tuning in. Please hit the like, subscribe, and notification bell as well. And next time you see us around, hop on in.